And we're on.
It's the Sini-Gang with l-boogy.
And Sterno Supernova.
What's going on there, Sterno?
Nothing much, Boogie. How you doing?
Doing all right. Doing all right. What's going on?
I don't know. Nothing much new with me. How about you? I have nothing. Just sweltering. Like, I guess, is most of the country sweltering right about now, or just us? I don't know what the weather's like in the country. I haven't really.
Well, there's like hurricanes battering some parts.
Yeah.
Droughts.
I saw somebody from Vegas saying that they had like the hottest temperature. I don't know, for a while or ever recorded. I don't know. Not ever recorded, but it was 110. I don't know. I can't be the hottest ever, but I'm just like, I'm not sure how many people are sweltering and how many people are like having other things going on.
I mean, I'm fine with heat.
Yeah. You're okay with it.
Yeah, I mean,
we live here. I know it's part of the part for the curse for living here. I get it, but it's still hot.
It's like how hot is it today?
Like 90 something, 100, something like
that. It's nowhere near 100.
Well, that's what my car was telling me, and I was.
It was nowhere near.
I don't believe my car. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was true. I don't know.
I don't even know if it hit 90 today.
I don't think. I think it was way past 90.
Today's high 92.
Oh my god! Well, my car lied to me. I was. All right, my car was lying to me, and when you're told that a certain temperature, you feel worse. I know. Then I was all right. Forget it. Forget I even mentioned the whole sweltering thing. Then it was all in my mind. It was all a perception thing.
Would you rather have sweltering heat or nice weather but chance of earthquakes?
I'll take the heat over earthquakes. I think I'm fine with that. I can live with it. I'd rather, the heat thing, as long as I don't have to do anything strenuous outside, I'm fine with it. But, earthquakes, I don't deal with earthquakes. We had like the hint of one years ago, and that was like enough for me. You remember that? Like barely even anything. And then,
yep, I felt it.
Yeah.
In Virginia Beach.
Yeah, which was so weird.
I think that was like the first earthquake in 60, 70 years.
It might have been longer than that, yeah. Because there are earthquakes on the East Coast, but it's very rare, especially compared to the West Coast.
I was sleeping at the time.
It was
in the middle of the day.
Yeah, I was. Oh, yes, right. You were working nights back then.
It was the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And I was dead asleep. But then I felt rocking in my bed.
Yeah.
Which felt good.
You're on a boat or something? Rock the boat, rock
the
slave?
No, it was more like I was having sex or something. But
okay, well,
I'm dead asleep, and all of a sudden I'm like, hold up, I'm not supposed to be feeling like this. It's
I'm
in the middle of the day. I'm sleeping.
I'm going to try to forget that you even told me this story because it's going to mess up my recollection of this event in my life. Because I was actually wide awake. I was working from home back then, and I had just started a new medication, and I thought, like, oh my god, this medication is so messing me up because I feel like the earth is moving. Then I looked inside my the little strings from my blinds going back and forth. I'm like, oh crap, it really is happening. So I didn't until I had some other verification. I didn't know what was really going on. I thought it was just me being on new drugs.
And I did talk to a few people when it happened. I'm like, hey, did you guys feel that? And they're all like, feel what? Don't feel like what? They're like, no. So a lot of people didn't know.
Yeah. So no.
And the fact, I think if I wouldn't have felt, or I wouldn't have noticed it if I wasn't on my bed, which isn't the most sturdy. In fact, I got a cheap ass bed, and it's all rickety. Like if I roll over, I feel it shake. So basically, an earthquake, I can feel it shake.
Oh, okay. I remember all those memes afterwards, like earthquake of whatever year it was, and people having like a chair knocked over, like, oh, we all survived, that kind of thing. The joking stuff about it.
I mean, it's still registered like a 4.9,
yeah,
or 5.2 or something.
It was there, yeah, definitely there. Yeah. So it just wasn't like. Well, thank God it wasn't bad. I read something about last century or the 1800s, something like that, where an earthquake like totally destroyed an island off the coast of New York and stuff like that. So they can be bad. It just You know, it's very rare. At least, hopefully, it stays rare. I don't want to have to deal with a real one. A major one.
Believe me, here in Virginia Beach,
Well, I mean, you never
we're
know.
never going to have a major one. Never. That was our major one.
Tempting fate.
That was a major one. Yeah, fate, come at us. Come at us with an earthquake.
If it happens, I'm going to blame you. I really am going to blame you for saying that.
It's never going to happen.
I mean, I hope you're right. I mean, yeah.
Never.
Yeah. I mean, more than likely, you're right. I'm not going to, but it's not a zero chance. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then
I think you have a better chance of winning the lottery.
I knew that was coming too. I was like, oh crap! I was like, as soon as I said that, I was like, oh, I opened that door again.
Yeah, which you believe you have a good chance of winning the lottery.
Hence, I'm the one that's saying, yeah, we're all staying true to our beliefs here in this discussion. You're like, no, it's not going to happen. I'm like, well, it's not a zero chance, and then we're just it's the same discussion we always have.
Yep.
Yeah.
I believe you're never going to win the big one in the lottery.
Yeah.
And I believe we're never going to get the big one with earthquakes.
Right. And I'm just saying it's not a zero chance. That's all I'm saying.
it's like let's look it up.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Yeah, which one? The earthquake
one?
No,
the earthquake one. Unless you want to.
No, let's not do this.
But the chances of winning the lottery or
yeah.
the big one is, what is it for Mega Millions?
I don't know. I don't even remember anymore.
You should know. If you play the game, you should know the rules.
No, I'm not playing it because you
don't play it for the rules.
No, I don't play it trying to be all like, oh, trying to play the odds. Because if I was playing the odds, there's no way I'd play. I'm conceding that at that point. It's not like I'm playing the odds. I'm just making it so I don't have a zero chance. That's all I'm saying. If it happens, yeah, I know what you're saying. We don't need to start the lottery discussion again. Just go back to the earthquake thing. All right.
Okay, chance of earthquake in Virginia. Let's just do the state of Virginia because.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Because more in the mountains of Virginia, which is 6 hours away from us. Actually, there's still mountains 4 hours away.
Right.
But let's see. How common are earthquakes in Virginia? It's a long ass article with small print that I'm not going to read. It does say Virginia is located on the edge of the North American plate.
Uh-oh.
We're on a plate. Everybody's on a plate.
I know we are. I know.
We're on
but I'm like, we're on the edge. That just sounds ominous. I don't know why. I mean, are we? I don't even know what this plate is doing. Is it colliding? Are we going above another plate?
Well, in contrast, California, Oregon, and Washington are on the edge. No. We're far from the edge.
Oh, well, then that's different. Okay.
It's saying California is on the edge. Virginia is far from the edge. Southern California, the western edge of the North American plate rubs against the eastern edge of the Pacific plate. Yeah, this is explaining what earthquakes are. Since Virginia is in the relatively stable inner portion of a plate, Virginia does not experience large magnitude earthquakes.
Good.
Very
good.
Such as other places on a tectonic plate's edge. Here we go. We had a 5.8 earthquake in 2011. Mm-hmm. I believe that's the one we were just talking about.
Yeah, I believe so.
August 23rd, 2011. Earthquakes in Virginia are rare, but not restricted to just one region. Mm-hmm. The two zones in Virginia susceptible to earthquakes are basically Central Virginia and very, very West Virginia.
Okay.
So far west, you're like
almost in West Virginia.
You're western than West Virginia.
Okay.
If you look at a map, the western part of Virginia is actually farther west than Western Virginia.
Oh, right.
And that's where they are susceptible to earthquakes. And Virginia Beach is about as far away as you can get.
Mm-hmm.
And it says this place anywhere can get an earthquake.
Yeah, because we're on Earth.
I can't find anything about odds. Yeah. They're just saying we had one earthquake that lasted 10 to 15 seconds in 2011.
And it changed my life. Not really. But, I talk about it, obviously.
And it wasn't even a shaking kind of earthquake. It was a rolling, not even a rolling kind of. I don't know how to describe it because there's different kind of earthquakes.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean.
This one was a slow, steady. There's earthquakes that shake like crazy, and then there's like rolling that just, I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
It did do damage back in 2011. There are some like buildings that did have parts fall down. Bridges got damaged.
Oh, okay.
Monuments got damaged.
Monuments got damaged?
Yes. In 2011, the earthquake caused a statue known as Lady Liberty to wobble off its shaft in Warrington Cemetery. I have no clue where this is.
Yeah.
So yeah. What about the thought of us having the chance of a 6.0 earthquake, or let's say a 6.8 earthquake? It's a major one. Not one that will destroy everything, but
something where we're like, oh crap, and there's cracks,
like
and
where we like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Or would you rather have that or a Category 3 hurricane, which is it's another one of those that will say, oh shit.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's like a weird.
It's not the same kind of level.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different kinds of damage, but we are equipped to battle hurricanes. I mean, you would say
as much as any other place can be. Yeah,
we can be prepared for earthquake. I mean, hurricanes. You can't really prepare for an earthquake.
But Category 3 is no joke.
No, it's not. We just went through a Category 2 last year.
What was it? I don't even remember.
It might have been a Category 2 that hit us.
What was this about?
I don't even know the name of the hurricane that hit us last year.
Is that the one you guys talking about? Michael? No.
Or
Matthew. What was the one that did all the water damage?
I don't know.
See, I wasn't. There was one that hit. There was a storm. I don't even know if it was a hurricane that hit when I was out of town. So I don't know. I don't even remember. But a lot of people we knew had like.
Oh, that was Matthew. Because I was out of town.
Yeah, I guess we were both out of town.
Not last year. This was a few years ago.
Well, yeah,
like 3 years.
Oh, you're
ago.
talking about last year? Oh, I don't know.
No, a few years ago. That's the one. In fact, that's the one that it was supposed to be a storm that turned into something big.
Yeah.
So nobody really knew it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
But hurricanes ain't no joke. Category 3 ain't no joke.
No, we're not. Yeah, because we know. I mean, we lived here all our lives, and we know. I mean, there have been times when people were like, "Oh, it's just a blah blah blah." They take it a little, I don't want to say lackadaisically, but then when people are sounding the alarm for real, we're like, okay, I mean, you don't. I think you do dumb stuff with hurricanes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you are very. I don't know how to say it without
being derogatory.
Yeah, because it's not. I'm not trying to be derogatory.
I take it more seriously than you do.
Yes, you do.
There you go.
You take a hurricane way more serious than I do.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
I don't dispute that at all. Yeah, that's true. But I did go out. That one hurricane we all walked out to see what it was like. I went out there too. Not as much as you guys did, but
yeah, that was even. I don't even think that hit a Category 1. That might have been a Category 1 when it hit us, but it wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't terrible.
No. Yeah.
I'm the kind that likes to go to the beach to see the damage, or I could see the hurricane coming and everything.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that. When they say stay home and don't go out if you don't have to, I'm like, I'm staying home and I'm not going to go out if I don't have to. And you're like, yeah, it's fine. That's not. That's fine. That's your thing. And I'm like, well, if I have everything I need, I'm not going to go out. And I'm one of the people that get water and I get get some canned goods, get whatever, just to be safe.
Yep, and I'm the kind. I understand what the hysteria from like the news reports is about, because they have to do that. But I also know what I don't know. I know where I stand with a hurricane. As if
I know where I stand.
I'm
not sure what
the news people will say, hey, don't go outside. Make sure you stock your hurricane supplies or whatever. Yeah. Make sure you stock up with water, whatever.
Yeah.
for me, I know I'm in an area. Well, I know my supplies are good enough. I mean, I ain't stocked with water like crazy, but
Yeah.
I can live for 3 days with what I got in my house.
Right.
And is
honestly, like, I mean, the one that I can think of most recently that affected me greatly was Isabel.
Yep. Hurricane Isabel. Well,
yeah.
it wasn't even a hurricane, was it?
I thought it was.
I think when it hit us, it wasn't.
I don't
a
think
hurricane.
it was strong, but I think it was still a hurricane.
It did the most damage.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't think it was a hurricane when it hit us.
You think it was down a tropical storm?
Yeah, but it did the most damage.
Yeah, and I mean, and honestly, the main thing that we had to worry about was that I didn't have power in my place for a while.
For a week.
Yeah, and I had to,
so you had to drink all that water.
No, I mean,
you stored up for like $50 bottles of water.
No, I had to go stay with someone else for a bit because it was hot, and then my parents were out of power for a while. Those were the big things. That's food spoilage. And
let's say that was the worst that we've had, right?
Recent memory. I mean, I think there was one that was bad, and I wasn't in the area. But there's been bad hurricanes here, but I wasn't there.
But I'm just saying, all those canned foods that you bought. Did you go through them?
Not what?
Did you go through any of them?
Did I eat them later?
Yeah. Well, no. During the hurricane.
No, I'm not a fool. I want, just in case. I don't want to be the guy, that has nothing when it's like, oh crap, like when they say hurricane season's over, I'm like, okay, time to eat my hurricanes supply. That's what I do. And started drinking. Although I still have tons of water left over from the last one, so I'm like, I don't need. I'm just keeping it.
And I'm not saying that's a bad thing that you're being prepared.
No.
I'm just saying I know where I should be prepared, and I'm not saying I'm taking any hurricane lightly either. I'm just saying I don't need to buy 50 cans of yams.
Oh no, I just buy like enough to last me, at most a week. That's going crazy. Usually it's more like 3 or 4 days.
So that week when we lost power,
yeah.
And I didn't. You know what I ate?
What?
I had barbecue. I barbecued a lot.
Yeah, because of the food spoilage issue. People.
So we ate steaks.
Yeah, that was like the best eating. Well, you love that, so yeah, they was great for you.
Chicken.
Yeah. Everybody like, come over. We're doing a barbecue because it's going to go bad anyway.
So I know we can't use the stove because there's no electricity. But
so we're grilling.
But the grill works fine.
Yeah, the grills work good. Everybody was doing that. I remember. Yeah, and it was like okay. We had no cell service, no whatever. I can go to work. I'm like, yeah. Our friend had like a fence come down. I remember that. We were staying with them, but that was pretty much yeah.
Yeah, I remember riding my bike for like around. It was nice. Like the week after, yeah, everyone was off of work.
Yeah,
it's like a holiday.
Yeah, I'm sure other people had worse off than. I mean, we were lucky. I don't know if anybody else got there were some people that had major issues. I'm sure.
I remember another time after a hurricane. It was like a day after a hurricane.
Yeah.
Me and a friend of ours. We went to play golf.
Yeah, doesn't it like after a hurricane? Isn't it like really clear skies and everything is like really good for a while?
Yeah, generally.
Yeah.
But basically, everyone was off of work again.
Yeah.
So me and this friend decided to play golf at Cypress Point Golf Course in Virginia Beach.
Right.
They had a lot of trees get knocked down.
So
it was severe enough to knock a lot of trees down.
So it hampered your game. And
yeah.
there's an option.
New hazards.
Yeah, I know, right? Tree hazard.
No longer can I hit it down the fairway because there's a tree in the middle of the fairway. Now we have to be creative.
Do we just do we pick it up, drop it somewhere else? What do you do? I don't know. Damn hurricane ruined my.
We have to hit it in the rough to get around the tree on the fairway.
Yeah. So, but back to the question, I would still go with hurricane over earthquake. I just don't. I mean, I actually don't know what a category 6 would do to this area. I don't because like you said, we're not made for we're not set up for earthquakes, and I don't know if being ready for a hurricane translating to being ready for an earthquake.
Well,
I think so.
Our buildings have to be lately they've had to be built with earthquake standards.
Really?
And I don't know how I mean, I want to say this is like within since the 80s.
The buildings for earthquakes?
I think any building like the United States has to have some earthquake standard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not worried about earthquakes either.
Yeah.
Even if we were in an earthquake prone area. I know all our people in California are laughing at us.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because a friend of ours who lived here and lives there now, yeah, he doesn't care about earthquakes.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
he's lived through enough of them, and now he's like, yeah, if a big one happens, it happens.
Actually, I always feel like, I mean, hurricanes can be scary, but like the quick nor'easter storms that hit us, those end up doing a lot of damage. A lot, more. I don't know why. To me, it seems. I mean, like the more inconvenient or dangerous, because usually I'm in a road or something, or I'm not hunkered down. Just those quick things are just bad. But yeah,
They're bad because they don't have the hysteria of the hurricane that everyone says, "Oh no, we need to shut down." And
that's what I'm saying.
everything.
Yeah, you just like you're going about your normal day, and
Yeah,
you might not be ready for it. So yeah. But what would give you pause if you heard like this is coming and you were like, oh crap? I guess within
dinosaurs,
Tyrannosaurus Rex warning, not watch, but warning.
ice. I don't know.
No, I'm so like I know what you mean, but it took me a second to remember. I'm like black ice is dangerous. If you don't know, I'm like, oh, he's talking about immigration. I'm sorry.
I meant that for both. I meant that as take it how you want.
I took it the wrong way. I mean, not the wrong
take
way.
Take it either way.
God.
I don't know. War.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, if you're talking natural disasters, though, I do hate tornadoes. They do freak me out.
Yeah, we've had them not too far from here. So, and they did do some major damage to certain buildings. But yeah, I don't know. If they say, yeah, hurricane warning, it's cited right there. I mean, yeah, I guess that would freak me out too.
I do worry about wars, like I did just say, because our area is. Basically, if someone was going to go to war with the United States and wanted to take out the Navy, they take out Virginia Beach.
Yeah, I know. That used to scare me a lot when I was a kid. Like, man, we are like prime target area here. Biggest naval base in the world. I think we're still have the title, I believe. Unless something's changed, I think we're still the biggest naval base in the world. So, yeah.
So that worries me.
You're right.
I always think of my bug out plan if we go to war.
Uh-huh.
Like if I hear.
Okay, can you tell us where you'd go if they give you a day warning?
West.
Just anywhere west?
Yeah. I mean, my where I would go if there was like a natural disaster, like a hurricane, would be towards DC, Northern Virginia. But if we were doing a war,
don't go to
don't go to DC.
No, not DC. No,
we're going more west towards Podunk, Virginia, wherever that could be. Lynchburg, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd just rather deal with the racists than
I know. I was thinking that too. Like, man, there's a bunch of people that they're waiting for something to happen so they can, like, let's form
the militia, the Minutemen.
Yeah, they're I don't know where to, I honestly don't know where to go to avoid them. So I would just probably run right into them, and I mean, I would assume I hit the good old boys, not the bad good old boys. I'd hope so. I mean, the ones that would say, hey, well, they'd be fine with me. But not the ones that be like, hey, you're not our kind. What are you doing around here? Those are the people I don't want to run into. So, and like I said, I don't know. Do you know where to avoid them pretty much, or you just avoid all people?
Yes.
Just avoid the ones with the Confederate flags, and that's good.
Well, I do know which cities, which are predominantly very Confederates.
Yeah.
Which there are a lot of in Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah. People say that we're not in the South, and I can see that. I can see why they say that, but we're still South enough for some of these things.
Yeah. I don't know where I would go.
Yeah.
I mean, North Carolina's nice.
Yeah, is there anything in a target value in North Carolina? I mean, I don't
tobacco.
I'm just saying, like, you're not near any major naval bases. You're not near any hubs of government other than the normal state government, I would think. So yeah, North Carolina doesn't sound too bad.
Or we just head to the Philippines.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Why not?
I'm just saying, if there's a natural disaster coming, you go into the Philippines?
Why not? Gives us a good reason.
Sure. You know how long it takes? Well, I don't know. Have you ever had to go quickly to the Philippines?
I've
Have
never
you?
had to, but if I have to,
I
I'm
mean,
ready.
are you passport ready and all that stuff? Yeah,
I do have my passport.
I don't.
Yes,
I don't have my
which I
passport.
got 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I said, hey,
If you need to go for the
if I need to go, I'm ready to go.
I need to get mine. Yeah, I really should have mine.
And that was more not because of a natural disaster. That was more of a, hey, if the police are after me, or
yeah,
I've said this before.
This is your other plan for another circumstance.
If I need to bug out, if I need to get out for any reason,
yeah,
I'm ready to go.
But you've actually never been there, right? Or have you?
Yes, I have.
Oh, I thought you said you had.
It's been years. It's been like years and years, like decades.
Like, was it this millennium?
The 80s.
Okay, so
I don't know what you mean by millennium. I mean, I don't know what you mean like within the last 100 years when you say millennium.
No, like the 2000.
Since 2000.
The new millennium, yeah. So yeah, the last time I went was 1990. So I'm a little bit closer than you, but yeah.
But I do keep in touch with a lot of family there, and I do. I haven't been there in a while, but I think if I head over there, I'm fine.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I just think that's a little extreme. Like, oh, there's a hurricane. I'm going to the Philippines. Like,
if it was a big one, if it was the big one.
I mean, I would think I'd go like inland and just maybe get a hotel room. It's cheaper. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe go a couple states inward. Go. I don't even. Okay, my geography is bad. So hit some Kentucky, some Tennessee, hit some. I don't know.
Really, you would drive to Kentucky?
I don't know if it was that bad. I don't know. I mean, you were going to the Philippines. I just don't know. I'm just thinking
because it's a reason for me to go. I was like, hey, I want to go to the Philippines. Hurricane's coming. Let's do it. I'm not saying, hey, let's go to Kentucky.
I'm just trying to say go inland. I'm just naming states. I'm trying to think of what would be a good one. That was just a random choice. That I know are west of us. So, yeah. Okay. If you went to the Philippines, is there anything specific you really want to go to? Like the sea? Why? I guess I don't know, touristy or. I mean, you said it was 1980, so you were. What?
Yeah, I want to do all the touristy stuff. I want to do all the malls. I'm gonna do all the resorts, the casinos.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do all the street stuff.
Right. Yeah, I was pretty young when I went, so I wouldn't mind doing that too when I go. We're still talking about maybe going to the Olympics, right?
I want to.
Oh, okay.
In a year.
Is it a year? Oh crap! Oh yeah, that's right. It is that close. Damn.
Which is in Japan.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And since we're in Japan, might as well do a hop, skip, and a jump to Manila. Or
right.
We're in the area. Let's go visit Philippines.
Sure. Yeah, I've only been to the what is it? I think the Tokyo airport.
I've never been to Japan.
Airport. I'm saying the airport. I don't think I went to Japan because
that doesn't count.
I know. That's what I'm saying. The airport. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I've been to Japan. I've been to the airport. So yeah, it doesn't count. I just remember that we couldn't buy stuff because there was some sort of weird regulations. Some of the stuff was only for Japanese or people in Japan.
Back to Virginia.
Yeah.
Is there a place within driving distance? It doesn't have to be in Virginia, but within driving distance.
Yeah.
Within a day trip.
Yeah.
That you would like to visit, that you've never done or never visited or heard of, but you've never gone to.
No, I don't think so. I mean, how about you? You got something in mind?
There's like this music festival it's like the northwestern part of Virginia. I can't remember what city.
What's the name of the festival?
It's like a folk music festival.
You want to go to a folk music festival?
I would like to check it out. It seems like a good time.
Are you like well versed in folk music?
No.
Okay, I just didn't think. I mean,
But why not?
I wouldn't be surprised if you said yeah, and I just didn't know it. That's what I'm asking.
I mean, I know my Mumford and Sons and
Mumford and Sons, what you bringing out for the folk music?
I actually know more than
Okay,
that,
yeah. Well, you'd be going straight to Mumford and Sons. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure.
Carolina chocolate drops.
I mean, I don't know anything.
I know,
you can start naming stuff, and I'd be like,
I
oh, the
know.
Carolina chocolate drops. Yeah, they're awesome. Or, the Funk City, warbler thingies. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure the Funk City Warblers don't do folk music.
Well, just an ironic name. I couldn't think of anything. All right, I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know folk music names. I'm trying to remember that one.
You know Mumford and Sons, so I said it.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm just trying to think of that one.
Bob Dylan.
No, I'm trying to think of that one movie that was about folk singers, and it had it was by the same people that did Best in Show, and
called Pitch Perfect.
No, now you're messing with me. I don't remember the name of the song. That's what I mean. The name of the movie or the song.
That was the wind. The something winds.
Was it a wind blow through it? Or no, that's not right.
Something with winds. The winds. The
mighty winds.
Mighty winds.
That's right. Okay. And it had that one song about the two ex-lovers that was kind of cool.
Nobody's seen the Mighty Winds except us.
Oh, okay.
And fans of Christopher Guest.
Yeah. I mean, they must have enough of a following to make the movies, right? There's got to be people, although I don't know if that'd be our listener demographic, but sure.
Spinal Tap, the movie, made by the same people.
Yeah, I know.
And they would tour as Spinal Tap.
Uh-huh.
There was a time that they toured as Spinal Tap, which is, if you don't know them, they're a rock band,
right?
Heavy metalish almost, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Metallica, like.
Mm-hmm.
When they were touring, they would have a opening band called the Mighty Winds before the movie came out.
Oh, okay.
So they would become the Mighty Winds, do the folk songs, and come back out as
Spinal Tap.
As Spinal Tap, but people wouldn't realize, hey, it's the same people.
Oh wow.
Just a little funny thing.
That is funny.
I'm a big fan of all of that.
Yeah.
Mighty Winds, Best in Show.
Right.
Waiting. What was it? Waiting for Guffman.
I didn't see that one. I barely remember Spinal Tap. I mean, I remember like the one with the monolithic thing, the like Stonehenge thing, and then something about putting the amp up to 11 or something. I forget. But yeah. So that's your thing, music festival.
Yeah, and it'd be just some random music festival. It like I said, it's a folk music one, which is really random.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like me going to Coachella or anything.
Right.
But this is us driving to something random to check it out, not knowing anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that kind of stuff. I like to drive and stop at some random place.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's irritating. Like, damn, I don't want to do this. I just want to go home. It's fine. That's cool.
And I love learning stuff like that.
Yeah.
This area
is and I'm like, damn it, I'm learning. I don't want to really be learning, but okay.
We're rich in history.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. What do they call us? The birthplace of presidents or something? The mother of presidents or something? Virginia. And this area is historic. Revolutionary War stuff. Civil War stuff. So, yeah.
Yep. The history is all around us.
Yes.
Yep. And we just drive right by it.
Yeah, we do. We did get it. We did that one thing where we got lost on that one road, and
I do lots of things where I get lost.
Well, no, the one where we hit the end of the road, and we're like, this was formerly a windmill or something, and I'm like, why are they? It's like an old mound of a windmill that doesn't even stand there anymore, but they were like still commemorating it or something. And I'm like, okay, sure, yeah, that's history. It seemed like a kind of a waste to put a plaque on just a mound of dirt, but it wasn't like it was a grave or anything. It was just the former site of a windmill.
Mm-hmm.
So like, okay, sure.
Sure. Well, what someday, let's say they get rid of, I don't know. We have a lighthouse in Virginia Beach,
right?
And it gets knocked down or something.
Mm.
And then the next thing you know, you put a sign. This was the site of a lighthouse.
I guess so.
Now you can say this was the side of a windmill. I don't remember what the.
Well, it was something like a
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it was just something. All it was a slightly higher amount of dirt than the rest of the dirt around it, with grass on top of it. And I'm like, okay, sure.
History happened there.
History, yes, sure.
I'm pretty sure. Wouldn't you like to know the spot where, I don't know, Nat Turner killed people? Wouldn't you like to visit that?
I wouldn't mind knowing where the spot was. I wouldn't necessarily need to visit it, but sure, sure. Yeah.
And I told you, next time I go to Richmond, I want to take the back road. Usually we take the highway to go to Richmond, which is just straight highway. But
is it gonna be another one of the things like when we went to Virginia Tech and we were like, we're going this way, and the local was like, what? You're gonna go what way? Like, are you crazy?
No, because there's no mountains between here and Richmond.
Okay. I'm just saying,
there's
like,
zero mountains.
Treacherous, or like no one goes on this road.
Yeah, when we went to Virginia Tech, we took some mountainous route
that people don't do because it's like
so mountainous.
Yeah. And the local woman was like, why? What? Okay.
Why don't you just go around the mountain?
Like everybody else does. And we're like,
why don't we go through the mountain?
Yeah. That was cool.
And it's an experience that we will remember forever.
Yeah.
It was a nice view. I'll admit that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It was scary, but
yeah, that's the part I remember more. I mean, the one we did stop at a nice scenic view and took some pictures, and that was nice. And yeah, yeah.
But between here and Richmond, it's all flat. There's no mountains.
No, I'm not. I mean, it's like, oh, this is the road that no one comes back from. I mean, no one goes this way, and I'm trying to think of some of those movies where people go on these old roads that no one goes on. And
there is a road in Williamsburg that people say is haunted. That I get people ask if we should go, and I'm like, yes, one day, then no, the next day.
Do you know why? What kind of haunting?
People keep dying there.
Oh, well, that's lovely.
There have been like a few deaths near. It's you go under a bridge. It's a road that goes under a bridge, and that bridge has been the scene. The scene of certain deaths, and then ever since people say, hey, they see things.
Okay.
They see it's haunted, but other than the fact that it's haunted, it's real. People have really died there. Haunted bridge
in Williamsburg.
In Williamsburg, Virginia, not Williamsburg, New York. Right. Williamsburg, Virginia. Right. Crawford Road.
Crawford Road. All right.
Here it is. Crawford Road in Williamsburg. Yeah, it's a bridge and it looks scary. it's under a bridge. But
oh yeah.
Yorktown, Virginia. You would think wait. Crawford Road in Yorktown, Virginia has made headlines. You would think it's because the road features jaw-dropping, beautiful, elaborate landscapes, or has astounding historical architecture. But no, apparently Crawford Road is extremely haunted. Some go out of their way to avoid the route. Many do not dare take the road at night. The best part, driving under the bridge. One of the stories tells of a group of friends that were cruising around late at night until they decided to turn up the fun by going down Crawford Road. While driving down the road, they joked and laughed and sang songs. Everything had been fine until they reached the bridge. They never saw it coming. All of a sudden, the track that they were listening to on the CD let out a high-pitched, obnoxious shrieking sound. The noise lasted for 10 seconds until they were far enough from the bridge. Then the noise stopped, and the CD played as normal. That's nothing.
Wait, I thought no one got killed?
No.
That was the end of the story? I thought someone that got killed or something.
But they say the noise is still embedded on the CD now. Second story tells of a group of friends who were driving down the road. Similarly, something happened while driving. They felt they ran over something. They got out of the car to check. There was nothing there. Then they started going on the road again. All of a sudden, the windows in the car started to fog up, and you can see handprints on the car windows. They kept driving. All of a sudden, They kept hearing thuds around the car. First, a thud at the top of the windshield, then a thud on the top of the car, then the trunk. They thought things were falling on top of the car. They figured either something had fallen on top of their car or something was trying to get in. After the thud finally stopped, they heard a smearing sound of the back window. Whatever it was sliding down the car until it fell off and hit the road.
Okay.
They stopped, got out. There was nothing there. There's also a whole bunch of car accidents that happened there.
So are you selling yourself or like making yourself not want to go? I don't know what you're.
I don't know. Back and forth. I do want to check it out.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But then, I don't want to die.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you on that one. Not kind of. I'm with you on the not dying part, but yeah.
There are accounts of the KKK gathering around the bridge.
Yeah, great.
They say there have been lynches and secret meetings there.
Lovely.
So yeah. There was a wedding there sometime that something happened at the wedding. I don't know. There's lots of stories.
Okay.
But you can take a tour of this. Well, there's a tour of Williamsburg where you tour haunted stuff, and that's one of the spots. Maybe we'll do a tour. That way we won't be ourselves and doing it ourselves.
Right. That way we can be led to doom instead of actually just trying to find it ourselves.
That way we can pay for it. Then we can do it for free.
Not only did they let us get them, they paid us to do it. These idiots.
$13 if you want to pay for it. That's not bad. $13. I wonder why 13.
Oh, that's just not right. That's not right.
I think it's Japan where the number 4 is unlucky.
Is it 4?
Number 4?
I thought it was.
I think it's 4.
I thought it was 5. Maybe I'm wrong. You're probably right. I don't know. I didn't think it was 4.
And you know how a lot of the buildings in the United States don't have a 13th floor?
Yeah.
A lot of buildings in Japan don't have a 4th floor.
Okay.
I can't remember why. I think it's the term 4 in Japanese sounds like something. I don't know.
It's the way it's pronounced. It sounds homophonous. Whatever. It sounds like death, and that's why it's unlucky.
Yeah, it's a homophone. It's a homophone for death.
Homophone, but the word was homophonous, and I'm like, how do you pronounce that?
Yeah, so they don't have a lot of places don't like the number 4,
right?
Because it's a symbol for death.
Yeah, I have no problem with the number 4. I always think of the 4 corners of the world, even though there are no corners of the world because I don't believe in the flat Earth thing. But
why not?
Because it's round. I'm pretty sure that one. I don't need any more convincing on that fact.
You don't like to do anything haunted or scary.
I don't necessarily. If it's part of a bigger thing, that's okay. But I don't want to do it specifically for that. Like, if you want to take a historical tour of Williamsburg and it included that, that's okay, sure. But I don't want it to be the only thing. I'm not like a ghost hunter thing, or like a groupie of scenes of massacres or death or.
See, I don't believe in ghosts, so I'm good with this stuff.
Yeah.
So I know I'm safe from ghosts. KKK is a different story, but
yeah, I know the KKK is like the nail in the coffin for that one that we were talking about earlier. Like I don't know about the ghost thing. Is bad feelings, bad juju, but KKK is just nah. I don't know. I honestly don't know how active they are these days, but I really don't want to know. So I don't want to know from experience.
They're pretty active.
Yeah. Well, I know they have discussions and stuff, but how active are they in like violence?
Yeah, I've wandered upon white supremacy subreddits on Reddit.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, just to see how, what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
They're pretty active.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I don't want to tempt fate by getting anywhere near that stuff. So there you go. Do you worry that by going on some of these sites, people might think you're you're
that I'm
I know. As soon as I said that, like
a skinhead.
Well, no,
that I'm racist.
No, but I was getting at like there are times when I'm like I have certain political views, and I'm not like an extremist or anything, but I'll look at the other side to see if, just to hear what the other arguments are, and I'm thinking like people think because then like if I'm on YouTube, like I'll get more of the same stuff along the same lines, but it's not just because I went to one video, they'll think, oh yeah, he's into I don't know, like more stuff that I'm not into. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know. Do you worry about people monitoring what you do?
No,
At all?
No.
Okay.
I don't do anything I don't care about. I mean, that I care other people would care about. And no, I haven't gotten, skinhead advertising.
Yeah.
Hey, we see you visited the subreddit for skinheads.
Are you tired of these minorities taking over and taking away our jobs? Do you want to make sure that they don't replace us? That kind of thing.
Hey, here's the ad from Home Depot for ropes. No, I don't get. I don't. One thing, I don't think Reddit is not ad based, so there's no cookie tracking.
Okay.
I mean, the most visited site on the internet, and it's not really. It's I visit everything.
Okay.
Not just skinhead websites. I also visit, porn sites.
I knew you were coming there.
Or, Asians Gone Wild. That's one of my favorites. You should check it out, Cerno. There's Gone Wild, and then there's Asians Gone Wild.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not subscribed to these websites. I don't comment on them. But hey, I visit them.
Right.
I also visit pretty girls' ugly faces. So I visit a lot of weird things.
I was like, what?
It's all these pretty girls.
I understand for the
post their ugliest face.
Oh.
It's pretty girls posting an ugly face. Try to post the ugliest face.
I thought it was some guys rating people that they said
it's girls posting. They're pretty girls. They got to post the ugliest face they can make.
Oh. I misunderstood.
It's awesome.
I'm glad you explained it to me. That because I actually did the wrong impression of what that was.
Pretty girls, ugly faces.
I just thought some guy was doing. Oh, she's really hot. Oh.
You got a dirty mind. So
I do. Sorry. Yeah, I got a dirty mind after this. So sorry. Yeah.
Let's do a Tagalog word of the day.
Sure. This is the part of our podcast where we educate our listeners on the Filipino language. Neither Boogie nor I are native speakers of Filipino or Tagalog. So if we get some aspect of the word or phrase incorrect, like pronunciation, general usage, or I can't talk today, or some nuance of its meaning, feel free to let us know because we value your feedback and we would like to know when we get something wrong so we can correct it. But please remember that we have said in the past and we will continue to say that this is not an information or knowledge-based educational type podcast. Just a couple of guys sharing a bit of the culture with you for fun purposes. So maybe if you want to use the phrase or word, and if you feel comfortable doing that, or if someone uses it around you, you know what they're talking about, then there you go. Do you have a word, Boogie?
Loca?
Loca.
Loco or loca?
Sure.
Loco cisterno. Loco. I don't know how to say it. Loco. I don't know any other sentences. Lococa.
Yeah. So if you've taken Spanish, you should know that that's the same thing, right? Spanish.
Yeah, it's also luco. I've heard people say luco.
Oh.
Luco.
Okay.
Or loco. Spelled L-O-K-O though in Tagalog.
Yeah.
rather than LOCO.
Totally different. Right. So that's crazy for those who don't get it.
Luco or Luca.
Okay. So let's make loco or loca our
Word of the day.
Sure.
Locosha.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
Make sure you visit our website, www.cine-gang.com.
Or email us at thecine-gang@gmail.com.
Follow us on Twitter at The Cine Gang.
Find us on Facebook on facebook.com/thecine-gang. And look for our videos on YouTube. Do a search for our URL, www.cine-gang.com on YouTube. And that should take you to our videos. If you go there, please like, comment, subscribe, do the bell thing. That'll all be great for us. So until next time, this is Sterno Supernova.
And this is l-boogy, the Elemental One, saying thanks for listening and see you na.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time. Take care.